Don't get too fat now. Where do I sign up to get one of those? Oh, honey, how was your first experience at the landfill?
It's terrible. It smells so bad.
Hello, Maggie. Well, what's up, guys? It's Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and spring's amazing. The weather's beautiful. Oh, so nice to actually have green grass popping up. We've got leaves on trees. It's great. The weather, phenomenal right now. I think this weekend they're calling for quite a bit of rain. We're looking at 2 to 4 inches of rain, so maybe the pond will come up a couple more feet. But I'm out here in what I typically call the goat pen, which there's no goats in it right now because they're all behind the house. So it's obviously the pasture that's right behind the barn. And the only animals that have been in here for a few weeks are Maggie and Pepper and all the birds. So it's starting to grow some grass. Maggie's got some green grass to graze on. But I'm going to actually move her. I want to show you what the pasture where Isaac and Charlie are. It has exploded. I seeded all of these pastures last fall with a fall pasture mix from whitetail greens, and obviously the goats were in here all winter. They kind of kept it grazed down. The donkey, I'll get to that in a little bit. The donkey pasture's a little short over there, but we're working on that. But let's go over here and look at this little small pasture where Isaac is. I'm gonna see if I can get Maggie to go in there and Charlie to come over here so Maggie can graze some of that, because it's almost getting out of control. Hey, Maggie, I have a favor to ask of you. Can you help me mow the grass a little bit in a different field? Will you come help me mow the grass? It might be as tall as you. Yeah. And I'll get Charlie. We'll move Charlie over here so he doesn't pester you. Okay? Come on. Come on, Maggie. Are you a bucking bull? Come on, Maggie. Charlie. Let's swap you two out. Mom doesn't want you in the pasture with Charlie. I mean with Maggie. Charlie, come here. Maggie, can you go around? Charlie's coming out. Maggie's gonna go in. You got a horsefly bug in you. Hey, you're going the wrong way. Don't let Big Bird scare you. You got a horsefly on your nose. Can I get it? Oh, I missed it. I know. Come on. Larry, mind your own business over there. Maggie, come with me. Come with me. Let's go. Hang a left. There you go. Woo! Maggie's feeling frisky. All right, Charlie. You stay over there, okay? Just stay there. Maggie, come on, check it out. You and Isaac are going to be buddies for a little while. But look at this pasture. Oh, it hasn't had grass this tall in here in quite some time. For the most part, everything's been, overgrazed and too many animals on not enough ground. But right now, this pasture is looking good, and this grass is as tall as Maggie. You gonna go investigate Isaac? He's just chilling, man. All right, so I need you to help me mow it down a little bit, okay? It's getting a little too tall. Can you do that for me? Isaac will be nice. He won't bother you too much. Is that good stuff? Don't get too fat now. So this pasture's got a pretty good blend of all kinds of different things that we planted. Goodness gracious! But it was a fall blend, and you know, it's got things like clover, and there's oats and different kinds of wheat and just different fall seed blends. But it's all starting to mature and go to seed, so I'm gonna let Maggie graze on it for a while. A lot of this will go to seed and, you know, obviously reseed the pasture on its own, but really it hasn't looked like this in a long time. We've been reducing animals slowly. You guys have seen that off and on for a couple of years. But really, the animals I think that were the worst on our pastures were not goats, and not even the donkeys. The donkeys can be pretty rough on grass, and I understand that. I know that donkeys can graze really short. But I think really the worst animals that we've had as far as overgrazing a pasture are the alpacas. Now, we still have 2 alpacas. They're not going anywhere. It's just 2. I'm not worried about it. Maggie's still having a good time. But Reba and her mom Lucy are over there, and they're not going anywhere. 2 of them aren't going to make too big of a difference. But when we had 5 or 6 alpacas, they can really overgraze a pasture and make it just not only look bad, but be in very poor shape. And I hated that. I hated the way it looked. And it's still, we're not fixed everywhere, but I'm trying to get our numbers under control with all kinds of different livestock that we have. This is too tall. We don't need it this tall all the time, but this time of year, the grass is growing really fast and it's going to seed and, you know, doing its thing. So this is good. Now, the pasture next to it where Maggie was just at, obviously was full of full of goats all winter, but it's not looking bad. It's in pretty decent shape. So let's go over here to the donkey pen. What's up, Larry Bird? You know where any wild turkeys are? Larry, Linda, anybody? Got anything to say? You're not gobbling much. Say, what's up, ladies? Baker, Bree. You're just fluffy. We're gonna have to get you sheared. You looked like your mama when you were up close. Phoebe, how's it hanging? Fallon, think you got a baby in there cooking? So as you can see, the grass is not near as tall in this pasture. Now, there's not as many animals in here grazing as there was just a couple weeks ago. And I'll get to that. Most of you probably already know. But the donkeys have a couple acre pasture here. And then if you'll remember, I have that other pasture back there. So they go through the back gate by my little equipment shed and then go across the ditch. And there's 2 acres of really good pasture over there too. The funny thing is, though, is the donkeys go over there and graze nonstop. They're over there every day. The alpacas refuse. They will not go. What's up? Not much to say? You girls are all quiet today. So in case you missed it, we are less 3 donkeys. Some of the F words left. So Fiona, Felicia, and Fancy all left. They went to the Eddies. So Brandon and Stephanie at Eddy Family Farm have been looking for a few more donkeys. They just bought I think 30 more acres of land. And a while back they were asking about donkeys and stuff. And DJ has 3 girls that are supposed to be pregnant. Actually, I think the vet's going to come do a preg check for us this week because we're really not sure. They look pregnant to me. These 3 girls are DJ's first babies, especially Phoebe. Phoebe was the very first one, and I think she's definitely pregnant. But Phoebe, Fallon, and Farrah are all fairly close to what should be their due dates. Donkeys are pregnant for like anywhere from 11 to 14 months. But so Fiona, Felicia, and Fancy all went to the Eddy family farm. You can follow their adventure over there if you want. They're on YouTube, Facebook, all the places. DJ talked about all that on her video on Do Your Best, but they've been over there for a couple weeks, but we got some pictures. We got some information the other day. And I'm not sure, I haven't been there, but I'm pretty sure it was Fiona. I'd have to ask Brandon. But I think Fiona had a baby. It was either Fiona or Felicia. I've seen pictures. I haven't been there, but I think they had those 3 donkeys for maybe a week, and one of them had a baby. We told them that one was for sure pregnant. The other one, we were pretty sure is pregnant between Fiona and Felicia. We're pretty sure they're both pregnant. Fancy has never had a baby since we've had her in a few years. But anyways, the donkeys, herd's been trimmed down a little bit, but DJ does have 3 that will probably be having babies soon. Her triplets, as she calls them. The 3 favorites, I guess. Well, you didn't hear that, Baker. You're a favorite too. Yeah. Bree, she's the cantankerous favorite. So, pastures are looking good here. The back pasture where the goats are, I may take you over there and look at it. It is looking fantastic with the goats grazing. They have not had a single bite of grain, nothing but grass and a molasses protein tub and a mineral block in probably a month. What in the world is going on over here, Goose? Are you trying to bump that turkey off of her nest? Goose? That turkey has been sitting there for 3 weeks. Why are we yelling at each other? Why are you so angry? It's not your nest. You don't have any fertile eggs. You have to listen to that all the time. Charlie, that was weak. You can run a lot faster than that. We all know it. Oh, okay. While I'm back here, I was going to see the goats, but check this out. Looks a little different. We had the greenhouse taken down. You know, Leon and his guys came up and took the greenhouse down my high tunnel. Oh, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago. And I really never got around to cleaning up all the mess. So earlier this week, Weston came out. Weston was looking to earn a little extra money. So I don't know if you can hear right now, but he's actually on the skid steer doing some work over at the pond for me right now.
Oh. Alrighty. Well, that just happened.
But I had him clean up all this mess. Still need to haul all the junk off, haul off all the trash. Got a whole load of stuff to haul off, ladies. Ah, you're not coming in here, Phoebe. You got plenty of places to go graze. All right, so the back pasture. This is the field behind the house. You know, this was, we cleared this off with a dozer. It's been a few years ago now, I guess. And cleaned it up really well. We've had a few trees fall during storms this spring. Need to get those picked up, cleaned up. But right now they actually make pretty good goat playgrounds. But the goats have been back here for, I don't know, I guess close to a month maybe. I'm not sure. Babies are all growing, getting big. And we'll probably be going to a different place soon. Let's just say that. Some of them have their mamas drawn down a little bit. Lambert's always kind of skinny looking, but that's what happens when you raise a goat on a bottle. They never quite fill out all the way. But anyways, goats are doing good. The back pasture is is doing really well. I love having goats on pasture because, and a lot of people think that goats will eat everything. They're like a garbage disposal when it comes to grazing. And really, it couldn't be any farther from the truth. They're people that think goats just come out here and they'll just eat everything, eat all the weeds and leave all the good grass. Couldn't be any farther from the truth. I mean, goats are no different than any other animal or even person. If they have their selection, they're going to eat the best quality stuff first that they like the most. Now, sometimes that is more of a broadleaf weed, but not always. They'll graze on a lot of different things, but they browse more like a deer versus cattle or horses or donkeys or the alpacas, where they'll graze plumb down to the dirt. Goats will too eventually if that's all they have to eat, but given their choice, they're going to come by and just nibble the tops off of a lot of different stuff. But they're doing a good job keeping this back pasture in check. It's growing really well right now. We've been getting, these spring rains about once a week, once every 10 days, something like that. Get a pretty good storm come through, and you can see they're grazing the tips of things off. I mean, there's wild onions out here. They've grazed all the tips of these wild onions off. They like those. And then a lot of just other grasses and things that whatever's growing out here, they just walk around and nibble the tips, just the top of the plant, the most tender, most flavorful part. So I don't blame them. I'm that way myself. Given the option, I'm gonna eat the steak, and then I'm gonna skip the ice cream and not eat the vegetables if I don't have to. Why not? Good luck. I see a fishing pole in the back. Must be headed to the creek. Uh-oh, Kelsey can't get to him. She can't get out. Hang on, Kelsey, I'll get there. Oh, gotta be fast to catch her on video. She couldn't get out the gate by herself. Kelsey, next project of the day. I got a dump trailer full of trash. I had Weston do all the cleanup down there of what was left of the high tunnel. Some of this could obviously go to the metal recycle. There's not a lot of metal value in here. I mean, there's some wire and one metal shelving unit, but most of it was just trash. So instead of making a trip to the landfill and to the metal recycle yard, it's just going to make one trip out of it. So anyways, my guess, total weight was 16,000. I missed it by 940 pounds. Pretty good guess.
Good job.
Actually, I said that wrong. My guess was 16,500. And I missed it by 400 pounds.
Good job, babe.
Thank you. You wouldn't even guess. Dang. Where do I sign up to get one of those? Lots of trash. It smells wonderful out here, honey. Why don't you come join? that at my house, that's all asphalt, all old asphalt. They're pulling up off the road somewhere. I don't know why they're not saving it for millings or something, but I don't know. He's fixing a dumper. Well, honey, how was your first experience at the landfill?
It's terrible. It smells so bad.
It's just an awesome place. It's just a fact of the world we live in, I guess. We're always going to have trash. Just don't make a left turn coming out of here.
It's a little scary.
I guess the first one and almost got it right. Do you think you can get the second one right?
No.
14,920. All right, fast forward today. Back at the pond. Got a little project I need to complete. I've needed to complete for a while because water levels are rising, and this is Wednesday, and they're calling for 2 to 4 inches of rain. I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday time frame. And I need to work on my little boat ramp idea. And I've decided it's going to stay right here in the corner where the road comes in. It's just the best place, most logical place. I'm not pouring a concrete slab, but I do have several of these slab pieces that I saved, that I hauled in to use all around the pond and everything. So I laid out, there's like 8 of those pieces here, and I'm just gonna kind of lay them in here side by side. It's gonna take a little ingenuity, but I'm just looking for something so that when I back a boat down in here, that the trailer tires don't sink in the mud. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's not going to get used a lot. So I'm going to kind of somewhat figure out my layout here, do some dirt work first, and then start moving some concrete slabs, and probably going to have them all rough and wonky, but I bet it works. that didn't take long. It's not perfect. It stayed pretty square most of the way down this side until I got to the end. And it looks like the last two are offset. I mean, there's only one good reason. There's only one good way to do what I did. Because these are not all symmetrical. This one piece right here was a little long. Well, Gemma, what are you doing here? This one piece was a little longer. So I wasn't sure what the best route there was. But I'm going to fill all this in with lots of dirt to build it up around the edges so that if I drop a tire off the side, it won't, you know, it's not going to clunk and blow out a tire or something. I guess Gemma heard me over here working and decided to come for a visit. And I do need to bring in some, I'm going to put a little clay right here, but then I'm going to cover it with gravel. Get some creek gravel or something just so that, you know, water line's here. So the boat ramp starts at pretty much full pool for the pond. So I don't want to have a big lip there. It'd be like trying to jump a curb. But I can just cut some of this and bring it down right here and then bring some gravel in and it should be good. All right, well, guess what's back? The disc mulcher's here. Dusty brought it home yesterday. Anyways, got finished with the little boat ramp situation. I hauled a lot of rock in and around and made a few more spawning areas down where I can still get into the pond and stuff with some creek gravel, but that's all for that today. But one more thing real quick, let me show you something. So like I said, Dusty brought the disc mulcher back. I do need to change out some teeth before I use it. They've got a lot of wear. I won't be able to spin that around. You can see the difference though in a good set of teeth and a set that's pretty worn down. So they need to be replaced so that it'll cut good again. Actually, some of them can be rotated. I've rotated a few of them around, a couple times, but I need to go in and check. It's got these same kind of teeth underneath on the bottom and all the way around. It's a beast of a machine. And you guys have seen this several times. So it's made by the same company that the tree reaper is. So it actually is stickered CID, but they came through Ironcraft. And basically CID just builds them for Ironcraft and then they sell them under their name. But I guess I don't know if it's a CEO, some sort of top-end guy at CID saw my video the other day after I told you guys what had happened with the tree reaper when that blade broke loose from the blade assembly and came flying out, did all this damage here, ripped a massive hole in the side. and broke 2 welds right here. Well, he saw that and reached out. I never called them. I didn't even think about calling CID because I've had this for a couple of years. There's no way I would have thought there was any kind of warranty still, because both of these pieces of equipment came to me through a partnership with Ironcraft, which I think was maybe 3 years ago now, at least 2 years ago. But the guys at CID sent me an email and called this morning and said that they had some issues with those bolt blade assemblies breaking on a few other tree reaper brush cutters like this, and they've decided to do like a warranty thing if somebody has an issue like that. So all I have to do is go on their website, fill it out as a warranty problem, and they're going to completely not send me a whole new machine, but a whole new deck. So I'll have to take the hydraulic motor and the blade assembly and everything apart, just unbolt it all, and then they're going to send a whole new deck to replace that. And they've bumped up their bolts that hold those blades on from a 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch bolts. So I guess they've had a few issues with it, but it'll basically be like a brand new brush cutter. So that's awesome. I'm really excited about that. So like I said, CID's the parent company that builds these for Ironcraft. So I'm glad they stand by their equipment, because this thing is a beast and I absolutely love it. I really like that disc mulcher too, but this thing is just so handy for so many things. So huge thank you to CID for taking care of your equipment. I appreciate it. And I never would have even thought to call and see if there was a warranty on something that gets used the way that brush cutter does. But anyways, it's going to wrap it up for me today, guys. More on the rest of that later. I'm not sure if it'll be the next video or not, but remember, do something today to make somebody smile, because you never know, it just might change the world. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.